Well, good Wednesday morning to you. Welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. How y'all? So actually, we started this a minute ago, and instead of getting my normal morning text, which everybody who watches my video notice I get a million texts. I am a text fiend. Hate talking on the phone. Text fiend. But anyway, instead of getting my morning text, I actually had a phone call and interrupted thing, which is great with my cub. Good discussion. Everything's great. Got some good Cafe Bustelo here this morning. And we're going to restart and keep going here because luckily they called right at the start of the video and nothing important had happened yet. So here we go. So for Williams Wednesday, it is Williams Wednesday. Anybody joining in? We're going to use the Micromatic here. And again, as I said before, there's no need for saying open comb Micromatic because the Micromatic is an open comb. All of them. Since this was pointed out to me, I kind of got on that bandwagon, and everybody that knows me knows how I am when I get on the bandwagon. I got to lead the band. But anyway, so if you still want to call it the open comb Micromatic, I actually have no big problems with it at all. I really don't. But all the Micromatics are open comb anyway. All of them. All right, so here we go. We're going to use it's either a treat or a CVS blade. It's got a few shades on it. I can't tell the treat and the CVS blades apart. And anyway, so we put it in, tighten the cap down, and away we go. So just because I've got a Marvy's brush that I'm going to use, and one reason is that with the old scuttle here, this is the vintage Williams, with the old scuttle here, it fits in to soak in the scuttle, and you know, I like that because I kind of like traditional things and the way they go. And you know, so anyway, we're actually going to pour the water out because I do use the sink to shave, but I did soak the brush in the scuttle. Alrighty, and to finish everything up today, we're going to use Aqua Velva just because I'm a traditional type, classic type, and Williams and Aqua Velva go together like peas and carrots. Yeah, peas and carrots, that's exactly right. And to get something else off my mind when we get our prep done here, my job these days entails being at a grocery store. Not particularly loss prevention, although loss prevention is part of it. But anyway, I spend a lot of time walking around to the store and the parking lot and around the back of the store and everything. The store's right next to the interstate. There's a high transient population. Do the math. So I'm walking through the store yesterday, and I had to do a double take. They had a display set up, and they had Oreos on it. I like Oreos. I don't eat them much anymore because my blood sugar does not like Oreos. Or actually, the blood sugar likes it because it goes sky high. I guess you could say that. So anyway, I'm looking at the Oreo display, and they've got some that for Christmas have the red cream. It's a little odd. A little off-putting, but I asked a few people that have eaten them, and they said the flavor is still the same, it just looks a little different. Okay, we can go for that. So they haven't really messed with anything but the color on the Oreo. So I keep looking at the display, and right on the side of the display, they've got a row of apple pie flavored Oreos. I'm going to let that soak in just a second. They took an Oreo, arguably just an iconic cookie, best in the world. A glass of cold milk and an Oreo, and life gets a lot better, no matter what's going on. And yeah, apple pie. Now luckily, or at least luckily to me, it's just a limited edition thing. Yeah, I think they should limit it to not making it. Going and messing with tradition stuff. That's like Spam. You can now get jalapeno Spam. What's jalapeno Spam? Bad enough when they put the bacon in. Of course, you gotta like anything with bacon, so I didn't complain too much about the bacon. But now they got jalapeno. Everybody wants to go and change everything. All these things that built the world, made it what it is today. It's time to go change everything. Make it better. Get it be better. Anyway. I was not a fan. And someone asked me, well, how do they taste? I go, I don't know. I'm not going to try them. I have no interest in it. I want something that tastes like apple pie. Guess what? I'll go buy an apple pie. Apple pie flavored Oreos. That's almost as bad as Bloomin' Williams. Almost. Not quite. But almost as bad. So there we got some vintage Williams scattered around with the Marvy's brush. And I know a lot of people don't like the Marvy's brush, and I know why. It is not actually as high quality brush, I will agree. However, just because it's not as quality as, let's say, a smart brush, it is still very usable, does a good job, and will get you there. Kind of like my theory on vehicles. I've always said that even if I had a lot of money, I wouldn't buy really expensive vehicles. I don't see the point in it. I want something that's got a decent ride, that gets me from where I am to where I want to be. I currently have two vehicles. I have a 2001 Ford Expedition, and I have a 1998 Nissan Pathfinder. Both of them are older. The Pathfinder's kind of beat up, but I bought it that way. Runs good though. But, you know, especially the Pathfinder is a very comfortable ride as it is. But, you know, some people, they got to go and spend all the money and get the expensive stuff because it's better. And I just don't play that game. Don't play that game at all. So I don't think even if I had the money, I'd buy really expensive cars and stuff. So a brush that may not perform as well, or may not be, let me take that back. I said that wrong. A brush that may not be as high quality, that gets the job done, is always going to have a home in my place. Now, that being said, I like my smog bore brushes, but they've got a really good quality. They aren't really expensive, so, you know, go figure. What gets me, and I might ruffle a few feathers, but I'm pretty good at that. What I really don't see is the point of people in going and buying the really expensive high-end Badger brushes. I mean, come on, folks. You're paying more for brushes than I pay for the pistol I carry to potentially keep me alive. It's kind of silly to me, but that's just me. And everybody can talk about how it's worth it for the, I don't know, density and softness, and see how I'm sitting there running my mouth, and I missed a whole patch here. I was about to. How's that for an old guy moment? How you like that? You know, most people would go and edit that out. I'm not most people. Plus, I don't edit videos. But, you know, big expensive brushes because it's more luxurious. So sure about that. I've got a brush here that I put together several years ago. It's got a golden nib, silver tip. I don't remember how much it cost, but it wasn't that expensive, I'm sure. I don't remember how much I paid for the old brush handle. Again, I'm sure it wasn't that expensive. And that brush is very soft tips. Does a very good job. Very, very nice brush. I probably got at most 30 bucks tied up in it. And it would do just as good a job as a $300 brush. And I bet you, I can't feel any difference in them. Now, if you can, more power to you. Knock it out. I don't see it. Don't believe in it. Not going to vote for it. Didn't vote for it yesterday either. But I did vote. Hope you did too if you're in the good old U.S. of A. here. I hope you got out and voted and got your preference in. If your preference won, congratulations. If your preference didn't win, we'll try again later. All right. My preference didn't win. Well, I think it won here in Louisiana. So, you know, did my part. All right. Get a little witch hazel on. I think this blade may have had more shaves on it than I thought, but it's still going to do a pretty good job here. Actually, I think it's still going to do a great job. This will probably be the last shave with it. Oh yeah, it's going to do fine. Touch those. Yeah. So another real quick topic I want to touch on and maybe get a little discussion on is breaking in new brushes and that new brush funk. Poppy over at the Shaved Den got a new horsehair brush the other day, and I haven't seen a picture of it, but he said it was part mane, part tail, and it was a V-long or V-long. So I'm thinking it's probably one of these or similar. That's what this is a mix. They stink. And I think the horse actually stinks worse than a boar most of the time when you're breaking it in. So what is your formula, or how do you defunk a brush? I use them to defunk them, and then I'll use hand soap to lather and shampoo to lather, mostly shampoo to lather. Dawn dishwashing soap. I mean, Dawn is good for like 3 million different things, and I think cleaning shave brushes like that is one of them. Do you put soap on it and let it soak like in water? I think Ordinary Shaver does that. He puts, lets them sit for a day or two and lets all the soap and stuff soak in. I don't do that personally. I know some people do, and some people say something about putting it in a cup of water and putting it in the fridge so that the cold water does whatever the cold water does. Again, that's not something that I do. I just use them and put up with the funk until it clears out, and then I'll do different test lathers with, soft soap, hand soap, or the Dawn. Shampoo is real popular here in the den. I use shampoo to clean brushes often and defunk them. The worst I ever had was this here cheap horse brush that I got from China, and I know exactly where that hair for that brush came from off the horse. And it took a little while, but it finally got defunked and turned into a pretty nice brush. So like I've said before, it's a really great cheap little horse brush, I think. Does really well. So anyway, how about that? What do you do to defunk your brushes? And all the other little rant today was a side note, but really, not apple pie flavored Oreos. It's Oreos, people. There are things that shouldn't be changed, shouldn't be messed with. Oreos is one of them. That's Fuzzy's thought. So remember, over at Toast, originalsafety2.com, we have a guest posting area. Absolutely nobody has used it. I mean, the crickets are chirping over there. And there's been some calls to remove it, and I'm hard-headed, so I haven't yet. So if you want to, go over and reply with us. Say, hey, Fuzzy was yakking on YouTube as usual, and he asked about this, and this is what I think, and, whatever. Let us know. Or just, become a member. And then you can have your own name. You don't have to use the guest spot. But if you don't want to become a member because you're a member of enough stuff, or, you just don't like being a member of stuff, that's fine. Use the guest area. That's what I created it for. And if you put the headphones on, you don't hear the crickets chirping as bad. All right. Well, look, I got to get ready for work. Got an 11-hour shift ahead of me, and I'm over halfway through my week now, so Fuzzy's a happy guy. That's it for today. Micromatic did its normal, really good job. I mean, when you have a good shave, it gets to be kind of routine, because even with a blade that, actually, I don't think the blade's as bad as I originally thought it was. I think because I got a really, really, really nice smooth shave all in here. Just a little touch of sandpaper down here, but that's because I don't do the against the grain, and I don't try for the BBS, because dude, if I did, it's going to feel just like this in an hour or two, and what's the use? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, well, y'all have a great day. I'm going to go do the same after I get shave. I'm going to pop me on some Aqua Velva here. And this glass bottle. Any of y'all still have glass bottles left? Of course, I'd buy the plastic bottle and refill it every time. So, I think I have an extra small glass bottle around here somewhere. Maybe I'll do that as part of a PIF over at Toast. get you a glass bottle for your Aqua Velva, because all they sell them in these days, of course, is plastic. Because everybody, for some reason thinks it's better to sell stuff in plastic that'll never deteriorate as opposed to glass, which does. I don't know. Go figure. I can't figure it out. But that's what people think, that plastic's better. But anyhow, ran off. We'll see y'all next time. And happy shaves to you.